So thanks, I get a bit emotional here, thanks. Hey, how's it going, and welcome to Whisky Wins with me, Stuart. Today we've got a Campbeltown blend 5-year-old from Thompson Bros at Donnock Distillery, 50% ABV, non-chill filtered, no added colouring, and it cost me £45, in fact it might have been £40 actually, yeah, I think it's closer to £40. This is the second release, or the second bottle of this in the same year. It was released in 2019. The first bottle, or the predecessor, is this one here, still 5-year-old, bottled in 2019, same years, 2014, 2019. This has 386 bottles, and the one I'm reviewing today has 816 bottles. I'm not sure if there's a different makeup to these, or they do taste slightly different. I've reviewed the previous one. If you want to check out that before this review, then you can go ahead. If not, you can stick with us here and we'll review this one. But yeah, I'm not sure what the differences are, if this one was built on the back of that, if that was kind of used as the previous one was used as a base blend, a base building block to build upon. I'm not too sure. And I'd need to actually check with the guys. I probably should have just checked with them first and asked them. But anyway, we'll get down to the review and see if this is a Whisky Win or a Whisky Bin. Straight away on the nose, there's like this mouth-watering lime, citrus kind of aroma. It reminds me when I was a child, and I still do it now and then when I can get away with it. But getting like a lime and the slice of it, and just sucking on it. I love kind of sour things like that. I think it's mouth-watering and tasty. I don't do it as much now as an adult, because when you're at a restaurant you get a slice of lime or lemon with your fish and you're sucking on that, it doesn't necessarily look too great. So but yeah, like it's definitely lime and it's mouth-watering. There's kind of subtle chalk elements and a little bit of a dirtiness to it. It's quite a withheld nose. It doesn't want to reveal too much. It's quite restrained. I've had this sitting for about 10-15 minutes, and it does reveal a little bit more depth with time. So you get that sour lime, mouth-watering lime nose characteristic to it, and then a kind of sweeter element develops, and you get a like butter icing or buttercream, however you prefer to call it. But yeah, it is sweet with that time, with that oxygen in the glass, the heat, whatever you want to describe it as, and it has kind of opened up to a sweeter nose. But that's probably all I'm getting on the nose, just a little held back. The palate, the palate's really nice. Waxy limes. I don't know what waxy limes are, but it's waxy, it's limey. There's like olive spread or something to go with that kind of waxy oiliness. I don't want to say butter, but I do want to say like an olive spread, some like Mediterranean feel to it. A little more sweet cream in the palate, possibly that buttercream again. And the peat is a little evident here, and this carries a vegetal tone with the peat. Something that I'm trying to reignite or I'm trying to think what the word is. I'm terrible at this. But there's something coming into my memory, and that is, as a child, my papa, he used to cook cabbage in a pot and boil the cabbage. And nowadays a lot of people would just drain the water away into the sink or whatever through a sieve or a colander. But my papa used to drain it into a cup, and he used to let it cool so that we could enjoy a drink of cabbage water with our meal. Now, it sounds horrible, but as a child it's a fond memory, or as an adult it's a fond memory of when I was a child, when my papa was here, and I actually really enjoyed cabbage water. I was a weird child, I really liked salad and veg and stuff, and yeah, I really enjoyed the cabbage water, and this is what this reminds me of, like almost almost room temperature, just a little bit warmer water, because it's just been boiled and we've allowed it to cool, but cabbage water, because my papa always said that's where the nutrients were. So thanks, I get a bit emotional here, thanks to Thompson Bros for reigniting that memory. But yeah, that's what I'm getting, cabbage water for sure. I don't know if that sounds appetising, but it sounds hella appetising to me. A little bit of white pepper and some more green veg kind of sneaking through, but more probably on the finish, so we'll get down to the finish. Finish is medium to long. It's boiled broccoli, like I said, that green veg and the palate kind of coming on at the finish, and go along with the cabbage. There's definitely like a real kind of boiled leaf or boiled broccoli, like boiled little trees. Yeah, there's broccoli there for sure. There's a little bit of a kind of ready salted or just plain crisps, however they're described in whatever bag you buy. But yeah, just salted crisps or lightly salted crisps. And there's like a little bit of a sweetness coming from the crisps due to our, let's say our hypothetical crisps, the starch from the crisps. Like sometimes when you eat a lot of crisps, they can turn a little bit sweet because of the starch. And also linking back to our broccoli, we've boiled our broccoli, it's sitting on the edge of the plate, and we've put a dod of butter on it, a little spoonful of butter just to melt over the top. So a little bit of creaminess coming through in the finish as well. So yeah, I would say broccoli with a little dod of butter. And I think that's all I'm going to get on the finish. So we'll get down to the review, the rating of this whiskey. If you're new here, I say this almost in every video now so that people understand my rating system. But yeah, if you're new here, how I rate my whiskies on 3 things. Would I buy it again? Would I recommend it? And do I think it's worth it? If our whiskey gets 2 out of 3, it's a whiskey win. If we only get 1 out of 3, it's a whiskey bin. So we'll get down to the first one. Do I think it's worth £40? I'm sure I paid £40. Yeah, I think it's worth it. It's a blend. It's definitely worth it to me. With regards to value for money, it's got an age statement on there. Well, it tells you when it was distilled or cuved and when it was bottled, so 2014 to 2019, so you know it's 5-year-old. I was just trying to see, I think on the website it describes it as 5-year-old, and on whiskey shops it describes it as 5-year-old, but it doesn't actually say 5-year-old on there, but you can deduce from the dates that it's 5-year-old. There's 816 bottles. It is Campbeltown. It's probably Teaspoon Glen Scotia, if not some sort of other makeup, but it's not going to have a lot of Springbank on it, let's be honest. So I still think it's worth it. It's definitely worth the £40. Nice flavours there, and yeah, the value for money is definitely there. It's a great blend, a great enough whiskey. Would I buy it again? No. The reason I wouldn't buy it again is because I would buy this one again. Let me just get a little bit of this out just to try it. But I seem to prefer enjoying this. I can't actually remember my review on this now. I might have said I won't buy this again, but yeah, I remember this being a bit savoury. I feel like I would buy this one over that one. It's kind of hard. I would need to do them side by side, because just having a little mouthful there, I can't really actually tell. But I don't think I would buy it again anyway. Like I said, I do think I would buy the previous one. I'm enjoying the previous one more. I think I've had more out of it. So yeah, I'm rambling on a bit. Would I recommend it? Yeah, I'd recommend it. It's Campbeltown. It's not your typical funky, dirty Campbeltown, but there's a lot of kind of weird and wonderful elements in there. Like I said, the kind of boiled cabbage in that, I've not really had that. I've had vegetal before, but nothing really as specific as boiled cabbage. So yeah, it's a whiskey win. Yeah, thanks to the Thompson Bros once again for that memory. And yeah, I think that's all I've got to say. I don't know why I said it like that, but yeah, I think that's all I've got to say. Yeah, I don't have anything else to say, I'm just rambling on now. Thanks for watching, I've been Stuart, this has been Whisky Wims, I will see you later.